Okay, good morning, everyone. Hello, everybody. 2 people in here. Some at home. Okay, so welcome to the meditation. So we're going to do a meditation on emptiness. Couldn't quite get myself together to do one on patience. But anyway, so these words that I'm going to read out are from Lama Yeshe's book, When the Chocolate Runs Out. So, yeah. Lama Yeshe. Yeah, wonderful. So anyway, first of all, we'll just gather ourselves together. Sitting comfortably in a position suitable for meditation. So sitting with our back straight, hands in meditation mudra in your lap, your tongue resting at the back of the top teeth, your face, your jaw, your brow, all the facial muscles nice and relaxed, and relaxing the body and the mind. So first of all, gathering around us, all sentient beings. On our right, our Father. On our left, our Mother. All our friends and family behind us. All those people we have difficulty placing them in front. And all the rest of the sentient beings filling the sphere of space before us. All the strangers. And thinking that we're doing this practice. All the practice we do, we live our lives for every single living being. So living for and engaging in the stages of the path to enlightenment for every hell being, for every preta, for every animal, for every human being, for every sura and asura being, the demigods and the gods. So making our mind vast and spacious for every single living being. These thoughts making our practice Dharma, making it beneficial, and developing our mind in bodhicitta. So thinking, may I free all these living beings from suffering, from a state of samsara, and lead them to enlightenment by myself alone. And engaging with every living being, thinking that they're just like me, they just want happiness and they don't want suffering. It's all they ever want, wanting happiness and not wanting suffering. So developing that mind of equanimity on that basis, that we're all the same, no matter whether they're friends, they're enemies, or strangers. We're just all the same. So we'll just take a few minutes to watch our mind, to calm our mind, and to let go of any thoughts, feelings, sensations, or sounds. And just holding your mind, focusing your mind on the breath, the object of this meditation. So with the determination, continuing to hold your concentration on the breath and letting go of any thoughts, feelings, sensations or sounds that arise, always coming back to the breath. So now I will read out these words of Lama Yeshe from When the Chocolate Runs Out. So the heading, meaning of emptiness. We live in the sense world, believing that the misconceptions and projections of our ignorant mind are true. We think that seeing is sufficient for believing. I saw that. It must be real and true. When we realize that our view of the world is a hallucination, that our view of reality is always obscured by the heavy blanket of delusion, the wrong view disappears, and we are left with its opposite, the right view of what Buddhists call emptiness, or in Sanskrit, shunyata. Lama Yeshe says, perceiving emptiness does not require some special mental state. Every day, your five senses, gravitational attachment to the sense world, has you believing that whatever you perceive really exists as it appears. And recognizing this fact is studying emptiness. What's more, if you continuously investigate your perceptions and beliefs, there is no time that you are not studying shunyata. Once you realize that emptiness does not refer to some arcane philosophy, once you learn how to integrate Dharma words with your own experience, then even one word or one sense experience can become a great teaching for you. You can easily perceive emptiness by realizing that your ignorant mind's view of any object is completely illusory. The hallucinating mind's perception of a real object, an object out there that exists from its own side, is not even relatively existent. Even though for countless lives your ego grasping and self-attachment have made you believe this is really this, and that is really that, and they have caused you great suffering. As long as you are hallucinating that what you perceive is truly out there, you will perceive any object dualistically. But any such object is actually non-existent from its own side. It's not the case that nothing exists. Although nothing exists from its own side, even you and me, you cannot say that nothing exists. My nose, my tongue, my mouth, nothing of me exists. This form of intellectual negation is completely wrong. Rather than getting involved in shallow intellectualizing, it's better to deeply investigate your views of anything. Recognizing views are just views is liberating. When beings believe they are lost, then they really get lost. To realize the right view of emptiness, first you have to search for and discover it within your own mind. Human beings are by nature outward looking. We always think that we can understand reality by looking at what other people are doing. We try to assess our own progress by checking out our neighbours. What do they possess? How did they get it? This approach itself makes it impossible to find reality. If this is your attitude, you'll never develop a right view of emptiness, even if you study it your whole life. If you start by searching for ultimate nature in external phenomena, such as trees, tables, and other people, you will never find it. When you investigate your mind thoroughly, you can see clearly that both miserable and ecstatic thoughts come and go. Moreover, when you investigate penetratingly, they disappear altogether. When you are preoccupied with an experience, you think, "I'll never forget this experience." But when you check up skillfully, it automatically disappears. That is the silent wisdom experience. It's very simple. But don't just believe me, experience it for yourself. It is common for us to be possessive about what is happening to us. We think, this is my suffering. Even when we are successful in our meditations and feel the blissful Kundalini energy arising, there is a strong tendency to hold on to it tightly. This is my bliss, my experience. This is a habit we have to break somehow. With regard to both pleasurable and unpleasurable experiences, we must learn to allow them to happen without grabbing onto them as mine. We can accomplish this by unifying our mind with emptiness and non-duality. As an illustration, consider this. Imagine that in front of you is a person, a man or a woman, whom you find extremely attractive. Just looking at this person arouses great energy in you. Maybe you want to reach out and grab him or her. Now imagine that this person suddenly dissolves into rainbow light, radiant and transparent. Automatically, all your heavy feelings of desire and possessiveness also dissolve, and in their place, something lighter, more buoyant arises. You still have some relationship with this beautiful object, but it has changed. You have let go of your grasping attitude and now experience something more spacious, more universal instead. It is such a light, blissful, yet intensely aware experience that I am talking about. This is what we are trying to cultivate. What we should aim for is the experience of pleasure without attachment. Practice seeing all appearances as illusory. Lacking concreteness as something out there, separate from your mind. In other words, you should recognize all appearances as arising from emptiness, as having the very nature of emptiness, non-duality. We should enjoy our feelings of happiness while understanding the nature of the subject, our mind, the object, and our feelings. Tibetan lamas often say, Not seeing is the perfect seeing. Strange words, perhaps, but they have a profound meaning. They describe the advanced meditator's experience of spaciousness, universal reality, the experience beyond dualism. We fixate on this, we fixate on that, but life is constantly changing. Nothing stays, nothing lasts. When we are attached to the idea that the impermanent should be permanent, we find endless loss. So now we can gather together all the merit that we've accumulated from engaging in this meditation and recalling to mind all the beings that are surrounding us and all the 6 realm beings that we mentioned that we're engaging in this practice for. And we can dedicate the merit of doing this practice to all these living beings. May it be a cause for them to be free from all their sufferings, free from the bondage of karma and afflictions, and able to realize emptiness so that they can achieve liberation from psychic existence. So may I too also be able to gain understanding and realizations on the stages of the path and to reach the state of enlightenment so that I can lead all these beings to enlightenment by myself alone. Great, thank you everybody.
Thanks, Barry. That was really nice.
Yeah, great. Lama Yeshe, wonderful words. Yeah, totally. And like when you read through it, I mean, it's better when you do it in a meditation because you're doing it slowly and you're hearing the words and you're hearing the meaning. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, he really has a really good way of conveying emptiness.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Maybe realize it. Gosh.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It'd be wonderful, wouldn't it?
Nice.
Right, I could turn this off, don't I? Thanks everybody out there. See you soon. I don't know how these work. These